Hi Gemini, this is Christelle Martinette, and I'm here with another reading for the month of November. Here you see I have my setup, my crystals and gems, lights, and I have here 4 tarot decks. I'll tell you what they are, and I also have my La Vera Sibila cards here, and if should I need them. And I want you to first runes as well. I'll be crowning the reading this time with my runes. So first I have what we call the Silver Witchcraft Tarot. Then I've used those in my YouTube readings. Then I have a beautiful deck which is called the Impressionist Tarot, and they represent all the minor and major arcana, represent works of the Impressionist school of painting, and they're just lovely. Then I have a mixed bag here of the pictorial key. The pictorial key, I mixed up my cards. A pictorial key. This is the Tarot of the Pictorial Key. What is this? This is a deck that was fashioned by Arthur Waite. And he felt that if the tarot deck was illustrated in such a manner with strong images and colors, the pictures could intuitively help the reader. And thus the Pictorial Key Tarot was born. Then I have the Initiatory Tarot of the Golden Dawn. And you can see that. So take a moment, think of that, and choose 2 decks. Choose 2 decks. Listen in. I have the Silver Witchcraft is the first, and then second. The Impressionist Tarot. So let's start by mixing the Silver Witchcraft Tarot. Gemini, this is for Gemini, the month of November, the month of November for Gemini. Month of November for Gemini. Month of November for Gemini. I'll show you these cards, lovely cards. Silver Witchcraft Tarot. Okay, the first card out is the Death card. I hope you could see that. Then I have the 4 of Swords. The 9 of Swords. The Temperance card. The 2 of Wands. The 4 of Wands. Okay, interesting cards. The Transformation card coming out first. And there are 2 major arcana with the Death card and the Temperance. Let me mix the other deck, the Impressionist deck. Another Death card has come out. Gemini, interesting. Interesting. There's something definitely here that's changing. Something definitely that is changing for you. Let me show you the Death card in this card. It's a lovely card. Look at that. Death card. The 6 of Coins. The Ace of Wands. Look at that. Differently from other decks that usually have it placed in the hand. This is a cane against the wall. Then I have the Eight of Wands. Here too is a different take on the Eight of Wands. Usually fast-moving cards. Here there are wands showing as being the masts of sailboats or boats. And this is the Three of Coins. And our Queen of Swords. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what am I saying here? Well, undoubtedly, you cannot, you don't have to be a reader to see that there are two death cards here. So there is very similar energies on both sides of the spread. The death card here to the right is flowing into the death card here to the left. And it goes through the Temperance and the Four of Wands. It's a firm foundation, a strong transformation here that we're seeing, based on a decision that you have taken, Gemini. It has been long in coming. It still will be long in coming. Let's say the month of November is a stepping stone for the results to be seen. The worst about it is past. The burdens that you have brought forth are past. But it's interesting for me as a reader to see the Ace of Wands on a level with the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands generally means a crossroads or decisions. It could be, not decisions in the term in as the Two of Swords are. No, it's a crossroads. Of course it is, but they're antagonists. It's a difficult decision. It's a difficult. Being at that crossroad is difficult, but there's this Ace of Wands that has a meaning of beginning, but also a mature beginning. Now, I don't see any difficulty, I don't see crazy cards that make me think something horrible is happening. This is not the case. Of course, there's this Nine of Wands, but, a burden. So what? We all have a little bit of, everybody has their cross to bear, Gemini. That's not the case. I'm seeing that as nothing really difficult. But you see, there's this Eight of Wands, and Eight of Wands is mirroring the Knight of Wands. And it is not a fast Eight of Wands. It's an Eight of Wands that shows me a development, but a return, a return to the future. That the title of that movie, Return to the Future, in the sense that you remember well the difficulties that you have undergone, that you have experienced in order for you to get where you are today. There is across the right smack across the middle here, I'm seeing a development. There's these two fours, the three, the death card. It's I don't want to say work in progress, because it's not really work in progress. This is a first step of advancement. This is a moment where you know that you've come a long way. But for some reason, arranca, we say, you just can't get forward, you're having trouble moving forward. What do we've got? We've got this Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords mirrors the Death card, the first entry card, and this is the Exit card. Now, I might say, Gemini, I have to say that it almost seems that you want to shirk your responsibilities. We're not going to have that, okay? Karma, the laws of karma, and I talk about this in my coaching program, is we create everything that we experience. We are creating what we're experiencing today is something that is based on our own choices, and we can't deny that. You have to accept responsibility for that. And here too, it seems that you're right in the moment. This Two of Wands, the Six of Coins. You're right in the moment of, shall I go forward? Shall I go back? Well, I don't see the point. I don't see the point. And you're ready to leave. You're ready to abandon all hope. Don't do that, Gemini. Don't do that. With 2 death cards here, this is a karmic moment where you really need to stand to the challenge. It's not a matter of shirking your responsibilities here. Let's take the Virasibila cards and take a look at what they have to say and add. I'm going to first treat the 2 death cards on separately, individually, and see what they have to say. Okay, all right, there's a matter of the heart. All right, there's a matter of the heart. There's this imeneo, this nuptial celebration, and speranza, hope, and amalata, sickness. Now, all right, there is a good number of you. All right, let's say that there are a good number of you. There is a good number of you that have are experiencing heartache. All right, let's period. All right, it is over. However, the Four of Swords is right under this transformation. It is talking about a time that is needed in order for you to move on. Granted, you do have the Nine of Wands as well. We will take it slowly forward, the Temperance card is telling us. And the Two of Wands will actually put you in a situation where you have to go forward or not. Now, I'm going to take these Virasibila cards on this Two of Wands and see what they have to say for themselves. All right, look, this keeps coming up, the matter of the heart. This is the priest, sacerdote, this is a single man, but also a slippery type of individual. This is the riunione, the meeting card, and dottore. Obviously, these are mirroring each other, and there is something to do with a person that the relationship did not go forward. And this Two of Wands is telling you either you accept that or you don't. Either you can with the Four of Wands. Thank your blessings that you've had that experience, or you don't. But whether you do or not, there is another death card. This is a transformation. The transformation comes. And so whether you can get up to step with that change or not, things move, things change, we change, things move forward. And we need to decide whether we're going to keep up with that or not. I'm going to take the Virasibila cards on this Ace of Wands. Just a moment. I have here the sospiri, the sighs, the allegria, happiness, and donna maritata, the married woman or protective woman, the woman with child. Now this is, it's interesting because it has 2 different messages. It potentially has 2 different messages. It seems to me, Gemini, that you have, for some reason, there was a relationship underway. It did not go well. Or there was a breakup for many of you. But you really did nothing to salvage it because there was another person in your life that was more important. At least you convinced yourself of that. At least you told yourself that because you were thinking, well, sooner or later I'm going to be with that person. I have the Neapolitan cards here that I'm going to ask for. Yes, definitely. Ace of Wands and Ace of Wands on the Ace of Wands. The King of Swords, or next to the Queen of Swords. You both were standoffish. You both, and this is the Three of Wands when we have the Three of Wands here as well. Well, we have the 2, 3, and 4 now. This is definitely an issue where you are waiting. It's as if you have been waiting for someone, as if you had your sights on someone. You left them off to the side as well, Gemini. When you were staging another relationship, you had this person on the back burner and tried to cover the emotions you had for them with another person. But then you realized that this person was more important for you. And, I'm not blaming, we all do this, but we have to, stand to the challenge and also accept our responsibility in this. And you're in a position now in the month of November where, of course, this is a general reading, so, don't shoot me, I'm the piano player. But, you're in a position in the month of November of thinking, well, maybe I was wrong. Amen. Or maybe I should have. Also, again, amen. But, we are human beings and we're bound to make mistakes. We just have to realize that. I'm going to go on and see what the Eight of Wands tells us here at the very top. All right. Okay. I accept. You're in for a new relationship, a new beginning. Okay. There's the beginning, a bambino here, the child, the gran signore, where you will be able to act as the most important person and proffer your wear your heart on your sleeve. Invite someone, ask them for their hand. I'm using this old-fashioned language. Omaggio di preziosi, gifts. It's as if you need to be in a context where time is still, where time is frozen, and you can take up a different type of acting. All right, you have to remove yourself from your context, see who you are, what you want, and go about it very, very slowly, one step at a time. Forget all of those online dating sites. Forget all of the other persons in your past. You have your sights on that, for a man or a woman, that little red-haired girl on the corner who works as a waitress, okay. But, maybe she doesn't want me, you're thinking to yourself. Or you have your sights on your boss. And you're thinking, my God, I couldn't, this is my boss, how could I, And if you divest, I think that's the proper word, yourself, of all of the context, she or he is not your boss. That little girl, red-haired girl in the corner is not a waitress. She's just a woman. You put yourself on the same footing as others, and you can remove societal norms for a while, the labels that we put on each other, and try to take one step at a time in order for you to interact on an emotional level with someone. Let me take these oracle cards again on the Four of Wands in the middle of this spread. Okay, yes. Amore, love, military, and artista. You are reluctant to talk about your feelings. You're reluctant to talk about your feelings. I'll say that again. You're reluctant to talk about your feelings. Why don't we stop here and ask the runes what they think and crown the readings, Gemini, with the runes and see what they have to suggest to you. Okay, now you have to find your voice, and why I say that is I have weird, the empty rune right at the top. You need to find your voice. All right, there are 1, 2, 3 different conversations here. On the card, the second card of death, I have Rido. And Rido typically is our journeying rune, the rune of going forward. Where is it going? It's going smack into Wunyo, the joy that we all feel. Now, what are the other runes telling us, though? I have Iwats now. First I'll explain the individual conversations, but then I'd like to give you the shouting out that the runes are saying. There's protection here. You can go in. You can play the fool. You can play the other character that you've never been before. You can do whatever you want. You could go in. You'll be safe, guarded, protected. It's a fundamental need for you to do that. And you need to face the situation head on strong. And what do we have here? We have another rune, Ewats. Ewats and Iwats, both of them. And they're quite interesting because Ewats is the another rune of journeying, which tells us this is a fundamental step you have to take. You have to go through this and use a different style, a different voice, a different way to contact the person of your heart. It's not even contacting the person of your heart. It's not that find a different voice to communicate your heart for those of you who are not partnered. And it, fundamentally, I've got Therisats in the center of all the three conversations, right under Urus Merkstave, which is telling me that if you don't take, no, it's Brightstave Urus, if you don't go and speak your mind, there will be others who will do that for you. And you will be left, in Italian we say a bocca asciutta, with a dry mouth, nothing. All right, so Gemini, there's a lot of work for you to do the month of November. And I don't want to say it's soul searching. It's not soul searching. It's just reviewing recent occurrences and recent choices that you've made and assessing them. How did they work? Why didn't they work? Did they work? And how can I move forward now, Gemini? Thank you for being here, Gemini, and I hope this is of help for you for the month of November. Take a look at my website, Anima, the second one, Animas, will be underneath, animas.net, anima-animas.net. There I offer a coaching program, and depending on what the nature of the coaching is, it could go from 6 to 9 weeks, weekly basis, and you can sign up for a free consultation. We could talk about that. I hope you have a lovely month of November. Namaste, Gemini friends. Bye-bye.